Alright, it's only me. Come back on today. I'm going to talk about this Yes box set that I've just bought. This, if you look at it here, it's a flight case style thing. It's called Union 30 Live, and it came out 3 years ago, and at the time it was an absorbent price, ridiculous price. I was looking for like 250 quid for it. And Yes, it could be argued that Yes are my favourite band ever. I just love Yes. How good are Yes? So I thought, I'm never going to get that. But then I was checking on the internet, and this box set, when it came out, got absolutely panned, because what it is inside it is a bunch of bootlegs slapped onto discs. And like I say, they were wanting like 250 quid for it. I was reading the reviews of it, absolutely, people hated it. I don't mind listening to bootlegs. I used to hate it when I was younger. I'm a bit of an audiophile, so what I didn't like was listening to audience bootlegs. As I've got older, I like audience bootlegs, because you get a feel of what it's like. You sit there with your headphones on, with your eyes shut, and it's like being at a concert, you know what I mean? You can hear people over there, whatever. You get the sound of what a live show sounds like, which you don't always get with like an actual live album. It doesn't sound like standing in the crowd and listening to the thing. So this came down in price significantly, to the point where I actually felt as if I was stealing it. You know, it was like a fifth of the price they were looking for it, and I thought, I'm going to get that, because even if it's only for the flight case box set here. So what I'm going to do here is what I usually do is I'll set that there now, and I'll set that there, and then I can set that there and talk about it this way, and then you can see what I'm talking about here. So Yes, famously the band formed 1968 by Chris Squire for London, and Northern boy John Anderson for Accrington. So for the purposes of the rest of this unboxing here, I'm going to speak in a northern accent as if I was from Accrington, like John Anderson. So what we've got here is thing look like flat case if you was on a tour, and they would keep the amplifiers and that in here. And what you've got here, they've got some stickers on the top as if you was travelling the world, like, you know. So anyway, we'll have a look at what we've got in here, because what I'm really looking for is the gubbins. Well, it's limited edition. I think it's 4,000 copies, and I've got copy number 3608. So I'm going to have a look in here, see what we've got here. And what we've got here at the top, everything's just been bunged in. We've got a nice poster here of the Union Tour album, Union album cover, which is the least favourite album that many members of Yes say they ever played on, because John Anderson, the producer, got a whole bunch of people in to play on it. Oh, a patch. Yeah, that's old fashioned. Yeah, a guest pass for a backstage, a stage crew pass, an after show pass that would get you in and maybe get you a couple of free drinks. And there you go, I can get a 10% discount if I'm not too late, because this came out 3 years ago, for a Roger Dean print. Roger Dean, of course, being the famous artist who painted a lot of Yes album covers, particularly the 70s ones. And they would have a laminated backstage pass, access all areas. See, I like all this stuff. And there we go there, we've got an advertising flyer there with everybody that was in Yes at the time. You got what was called Anderson Bruford Wakeman now, and what was the current version of Yes with Trevor Rabin in it. And what they had there was, that was why it was called Union, because the two bands came together. So you had Tony Kaye on the keyboards there, Trevor Rabin playing the guitar, Rick Wakeman on the keyboards, Alan White on the drums, Chris Squire playing the bass, John Anderson singing, Bill Bruford, who had came in from King Crimson, on the drums, and Steve Howe on the guitar. And the problem with this tour was everybody got on great except for Trevor Rabin and Steve Howe, the two guitar players who just didn't get on at all. I think Steve Howe just thought that Trevor Rabin was a heavy metal guitar player, which he kind of is. But here's where some of the tour dates there as well. Great. See, anyhow, I'm looking at this here, and what we've got here is a wee book that tells you all the tour dates and that in it. Is that a concert programme? Well, who knows? Wait and I'll have a look. No, it's a book that tells you what's on all the CDs here. This looks like this is a concert programme, although a slightly smaller rendering of the thing. But there we go, there's pictures there. I'll enjoy having a read of that later in the library. And there we've got some postcards. Trevor Rabin, Alan White, Steve Howe, Chris Squire, whoop, Tony Kaye, John Anderson, the whole bunch of them, Rick Wakeman with no cape on, Bill Bruford standing up, no doubt playing the overhead drums, and there we go, Yes there, in the round, playing live where they would spin round in the middle of the auditorium. So I think that is all of the extra stuff, and these things in here, which I do know there's one pro-taped show from the Shoreline Amphitheatre, which I've already got because it came out about 10 years ago. But it was got these Fat Boy CD cases here, which have pretty much the same set list as they're playing every night, which starts off with Yours Is No Disgrace, Rhythm of Love, Shock to the System, which was off the Union album, Heart of the Sunrise, Clap, which is of course Steve Howe's showcase acoustic number, Make It Easy with the owner of a Lonely Heart, the big number with Trevor Rabin there, the big hit single, which I'm pretty sure after Steve Howe played Clap, he got off the stage because he didn't want nothing to do with the Trevor Rabin era. And You and I, a drum duet between Alan White and Bill Bruford, Changes, which is of course from 90125 as well. I've Seen All Good People, Solly's Beard, which is Trevor Rabin's acoustic number, Saving My Heart, Whitefish, which is of course a solo between Chris Squire and Alan White on the drums. Chris Squire of course famously being known as Fish, with Amazing Grace tacked in, Lift Me Up, which is another song from Union, then a solo by Rick Wakeman, and then Awaken and Roundabout. So we're missing Starship Trooper off the end of this one, but that's pretty much what the set list would have been 33 years ago. A tour that I never got to attend myself because what age was I in 1991? 17. So I never went. I'd have been too busy listening to Iron Maiden. So anyhow, that's a wee look through there, what's in the Union box set. So I'll have a listen to some of this, and then I'll have my own opinions on what happened there. But anyhow, even with a flat case and the bunch of extra stuff you get, I'm quite happy with this, because I never thought I was going to get it, and it was far too expensive. I wasn't going to pay. I wouldn't even pay over 50 quid for this. But if you're looking for this, shop around, because I think there's only a couple of copies left, and I think they want rid of them. So anyhow, thank you very much for watching, And I'm going to drink my cup of tea now. See you later.